Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. Several fissures remain active as the Mauna Loa eruption enters its fourth day. The largest lava flow is being fed by fissure number 3 and was about 3.6 miles from the Daniel K. Inouye Highway yesterday. As of this morning, the leading edge of the flow moved closer to the busy road. Ken Hahn is a scientist in charge of the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory. He said the flow has slowed and won't reach the highway for at least a week. The lava flow's movement will likely be sporadic and unpredictable as it works its way across the flat saddle area. As of this morning, the flow was on a divide and it could go to either the east or west side of the island. It's not clear at this time where the flow will ultimately travel. For the latest updates on Mauna Loa, visit our live blog at staradvertiser.com. The Senate has moved to avert a rail strike that threatened to cripple the economy. A bill that binds rail companies and workers to a proposed agreement sailed through the House on Wednesday and was passed by the Senate today. The Biden administration helped broker deals between the railroads and union leaders in September, but the plan was rejected by 4 of the unions involved in negotiations. Some unions wanted both pay raises and paid sick leave for rail workers. Railroads agreed to the raises, but paid sick time was a sticking point. Without consensus, officials had warned that a strike could begin on December 9th. Earlier this week, President Joe Biden urged Congress to intervene and impose the September contract to avoid a strike. Congress passed the tentative agreement, but a second vote to add paid sick leave failed in the Senate. The Supreme Court will determine the legality of President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness plan next year. For now, the debt relief program remains blocked by a lower court. Supreme Court justices will hear arguments in the case in February and are expected to render a determination by late June. That's about 2 months before the recently extended pause in loan repayments is set to expire. Under Biden's plan, people earning less than $125,000 would be offered $10,000 in federal student debt forgiveness. Pell Grant recipients are eligible for an additional $10,000 in relief. More than 26 million people had applied for the program before processing was halted last month when a Texas judge struck the plan down. So far, 16 million people have been approved for relief. Honolulu police are investigating a possible homicide after a man in his 50s was fatally shot in Ewa Beach this morning. Police investigators were on the scene at the Palm Villas Townhomes complex on Puamaiole Street this afternoon. According to police records, the incident happened at about 8:30 and was initially reported as an aggravated assault. Police said the victim was fatally shot by a suspect who fled the scene in a vehicle. Emergency medical services responded and transported the victim to a nearby hospital where he later died. EMS described the victim as a 57-year-old male. Police said more information about the shooting will be released as it becomes available. University of Florida backup quarterback Jalen Kitna was arrested Wednesday on child pornography charges. Gainesville police said the 19-year-old son of retired NFL quarterback John Kitna shared illicit images to a social media platform. The investigation into Kitna started when police received a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The tip indicated that someone distributed an image of child sexual abuse through the Discord chat platform. Further investigation revealed that 2 images were shared from Kitna's account. Kitna faces 5 charges that could result in up to 15 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. The Gators suspended Kitna indefinitely about an hour after his arrest. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.